Man, I was trying to go live portrait or what is it, landscape. Let's talking about change the orientation. I don't know. I guess I gotta go on my settings and change the orientation. The orientation of the thing, man, so I can go live the right way. Or, the other way. I wanna go live the other way. Um I gotta put my phone on do not disturb, right? So it won't ring or something. Anyway, chiefism. You reach chief, keep it brief. Uh Chiefing and going. More chief and go action. Like I said, I'm trying to start the every day at 8 o'clock or 3 days a week or something. I'm getting in the mode, you know what I'm saying? It's a Monday. I'm trying to start the week off right and getting the habit of going live, but some days I'll be out here ripping and running these streets and trying to get to it. Life be lifing. You heard. Now, I want to talk about go-go originals, original music, and go-go. What's cranking? What's cranking? What's cranking? Where the people at? I ain't really had no solid reason to go live, but we always could talk that talk. There's always something to talk about. So I'll see if some people come in here. If not, we'll try again tomorrow. I gotta start promoting, but like I said, it'd be like last minute. I'm like, all right, let me do this. But this is a Monday. Trying to start the week off right, going live. And 8 o'clock is my time right now. That might change, but I might not do it every day. I'm trying to do weekdays at 8. I might go live at 4. I might do a bunch of different stuff. I got ideas. I just don't have the time. You understand? How I see the chat. Here we go. Every time I do this, I don't know how to get down and see the chat. Chat filter. I see the filter. I ain't looking for no filter. But yeah, what's up, y'all? I want to talk about some go-go music. Go-go music originals. This is one I had done. Streaming on all platforms. Oh, that's why I don't be saying the chat, because ain't nobody said nothing. Mudasa, Mufasa, Mudasa. What's up, man? What's the word? You make music? You rock with the go-go? You from the DMV? What's up, Minneapolis? My man Bill from Minneapolis. I got a good man from Minneapolis. I gotta come up there and visit. Supposed to be coming up there, man. I gotta plan me a trip. I want to do it when it's cold. So I go to get the full experience. Oh, okay. Emron. Alright. Emron. Yeah, man, Tito. Tito went out too, man. I heard that. What happened with Tito, man? Same old things. Like it's a lot of people this month. I wanted to go live today. Frankie Beverly died because we Frankie Beverly, like, that's Uncle Frankie. We probably his biggest fans. DC. We love Frankie Beverly here. Even though he's from Philly, we claim him as ours. Just make great music, man. But yeah, I wanted to go live, but I was just riding around. I had to get some stuff done. But so, Dan, what you got? You got Fat Man Scoop, James Earl Jones, Rich Homie Quan, right? And R.I.P. Saquon from the Congo player. My bro Saquon, he died September 11th, 2009. So, yeah, James Earl Jones, now Tito Jackson. Seemed like it was somebody else. Well, it's not the same drum pattern, Juan. If you inside the culture, you kind of realize that even it's a very similar pattern. I mean, there's different patterns, but even when you're playing a very similar pattern, the feel of it changes too, depending on the conga beat, the Congo beat. We call them Congos, right? Or just the groove, the bass line. But you kind of gotta be into. I mean, I'm a drummer, so I know it ain't the same beat, right? So it's a beat called the one-on-one. Let's just be clear. Let's do this. It go boom, boom, tat, boom, 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 tat, boom, boom, tat, boom, 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 tat. That's the one-on-ones. We call it one-on-one. Essence has a famous song, so we call it that. The original go-go beat is way more universal than go-go. It's come from Mr. Magic. Boom, tat, boom, boom, tat, boom, boom, tat, boom. That's the beat you did when you was a kid and you beating on the table. So that's the original go-go beat, the most used go-go beat, but it's variations of that beat, right? So then you getting double kicks in the swing and it changes. So you got boom, then you got boom. Then you might have boom, 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 or boom, boom, boom. The keep on moving, don't stop. No, that's man, hip hop and go-go. I mean, these beats have been used over time, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of times, right? But it's the groove of it and it's the nuances of it. There's another beat in go-go we play a lot is go right? So that's three right there. Then you got a beat that originated kind of in the Work the Walls Rare Essence thing is boom. Then Buggy took it and they made it the dope jam, and then that became the bounce beat, which some consider go-go, some don't. It's the younger version, the newer version, a very different style than the go-go swing. The tempo is different. It's not a swing on it. It's actually just straight. But man, Frankie. But yeah, so back to the beat. A lot of people say that, and I understand why, but you might not be listening long enough or close enough. But I'm a drummer, so I know sometimes I'll play, it's a beat in it, like I said, the Mr. Magic origins of mostly what we call a pocket beat, like just the basic beat. But it's so many versions of that, like, so Chuck Brown, and that's how it started, right? These are the early days of go-go, so a lot of people and it was faster. But you even got like, so then when I came in the 90s, we did it more like, right? Then you got this beat, well, I call it, the way we call it, it's called Gimme That Beat. Another thing that came from Essence. We call it Gimme That Beat, right? Same beat from Blame It On the Alcohol, Snoop, that joint with Snoop and Pharrell. Many songs, rap songs got this beat. Right? The Blame It On right? And so with go-go, a lot of times we putting them doubles in there. So it's so I might be playing a song and I'm mixing the Gimme That Beat with the Mr. Magic. It would be like I mean, it's a lot of them. Like more like bouncy type. I mean, it's a lot of different patterns we play, but I guess just the way it's mixed and the way the congas are mixed and like the cowbell that's just congruent through all these beats, right? it could sound familiar. I mean, it could sound the same to an unfamiliar ear. But like if you're ever at the go-go and you feel it through them big speakers and them stacks and you feel it through you know, and you there long enough, you'll hear it because you hear when the grooves change. You can the beat changes. But like I said, with Chuck Brown and you know, a lot of them earlier bands, mostly Chuck Brown, he would pretty much play that Mr. Magic beat and put every groove to that Mr. Magic beat. As he got older, that was kind of what they did. You know, that was their style of that, just that. And they might speed it up, slow it down, and you know, so that was kind of what they did. But as the '90s came in, I mean, it's definitely in the '80s different beats too, like Doing the Butt. You listen to that beat, I don't even know, but it's a variation of that, but definitely different beats. If you listen to Northeast Groovers, if you listen to Backyard, if you listen to Huck-a-Bucks, if you listen to UCB, I mean, a lot of the newer bands, even like listen to Treble Funk, they got some very intricate beats. Very intricate beats. Why you mad, Juan? Why you mad, man? Look, I'm gonna do, because a lot of people do say that. So maybe I need to get on the drums and display this. I could do it right now, actually. I could do that right now, right? I don't know, I don't want to be all loud and all that. But like I said, I wanted to talk about go-go originals, but you know, that was just a title. I mean, it's always a good time to talk about go-go and making originals. Right? Because a lot of people talk about that and you know, we need more originals in go-go, more original music, this and that. And most of the biggest go-go songs are some type of remake or interpolation of another song, you know, just like most rap music. Go-go is a remix style. Hip-hop is a remix style. These styles came about from remixing older songs, and that's what made them relevant. That's what made us love them, right? Now, when you're talking about go-go, yeah, a go-go band might play a cover tune, and then if it's real sweet and to them and the crowd like it, over time they might morph that into their own groove, like Backyard, Down with the King, right? Which is a Run DMC rap, and kind of like the music, pieces of the music, then over years of doing it, they've added their own thing and made it their own. But a lot of the Chuck joints, not every song, but a lot of the Chuck joints, a lot of songs in general, like I said, go-go, hip-hop, reggae, is a remix culture. Oh, but my point was, over time, and being as though go-go bands play the song so long, there are more than one remake in the song. Like you might be doing a song, right, a cover song, and like I said, you putting your own go-go beat to it, and then it might break into the beat. So you might put a chant there, or you know, some type of different hooks in there, doing different current stuff on the radio to keep refreshing the song. And then over time, by doing that, you might have a breakdown in it because you know, the chorus or the chant might have called for it. And now, you know, and then the bass player might be doing something different. And then the lead talker's going to call for that. Oh, give me the drop down part, the freaky deaky booty part. Hey, the booty part. And then, like I said, and this is all usually impromptu on stage by either the vocalist saying something or a musician doing something, and the lead talker or what have you, usually the lead talker calling it out and, you know, highlighting it, and then you're doing it over and over. And if the crowd is loving it, oh, they loving it, so we're going to keep doing that. And over time, it gets, you know, put into a groove. And then the band might go record that groove, and then there's a song. But like I said, there might be 3 or 4 versions or 3 or 4 elements from songs within that, in that groove, okay? So this is kind of how it worked. Like when we did our songs in the Huck-a-Bucks, like we had It's Time, right? We were playing the Busta Rhymes and them, I think Busta, right? Tribe. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And so we were hitting that at the show with the beat. It was getting a lot of good, you know, it was getting love. And so we was just like, how do we change this to record it? And that's when Ricky said, it's time, it's time. And then, you know, we put the top to it, the little hold up, stop, pause, quit, change the pace. And, you know, you create these levels of energy and dynamics. And, you know, then the Chief and Quan, like, so some of that stuff happens, a lot of it is spontaneous on stage. So anyway, I just want to talk about that because a lot of people say originals, and it's like, it's not really about originals. It's just recording songs and putting them out. But and a lot of people don't know bands are putting out songs. They're putting out their show CDs onto the platforms. Like, they might record a certain show, and within that show you might have 10, 15 grooves, or they're more like grooves. You can call them songs. You know, However you want to define it. But backyard, you got the dope jam. Like I said, you got Down with the King. Then you got when they do the Devin songs or whatever, which is like more like a cover, or excuse me, Butterfingers, these parts within the song, the Tupac, Thug Life, which is a part of Skillet. You know what I'm saying? Like, so even the Dope Jam, 91, we in the Dope Jam. Over time, every year they kind of switched that beat up and added different choruses and hooks and parts to it. Then it became, the thong song, the Unabomber, like just like a groove. It's a groove. It's a party. So it's just like keeping it relevant, keeping it fresh, being spontaneous, and adding to these joints. But yeah, man, it's a lot. But like I really pay attention to it because I'm a producer too. And like I said, even being in the Huck-a-Bucks, I remember how we would take a radio song or a cover song that we were doing and switch up little things and make it our own. So yeah, man, that's that. But I'm here. What's up, Juan? You ever heard my song "We Go Go," Juan? It's a shameless plug, but it's really not shameless because it's my live. But the song I made with Go-Go Loops, like, so I got songs that I would, I'm rapping and producing and stuff, and I was all on the rap side for a while, and I kind of went to Atlanta. When I came back, I just been focusing on Go-Go because it's like, there's a lot of people in the line to make trap beats and hip hop and this and that. Even though I still do that, I love all that. But I said, since I'm from Go-Go and know these elements and nuances, how about I make Go-Go? So in 2017, I made We Go-Go, Fire, Check the Recipe, and them three. Then like in 2020 during COVID, I made an album, an EP called It's a Freestyle in the Meanwhile, where I'll have a track with Go-Go Loop, maybe a sample or something in it. Like, it's kind of like I be demoing, showing people what they can do with Go-Go Loops, right? So a lot of times why I release the music, or, I get an idea, but it's kind of like, it's always like a commercial too for this is what I could do. This is what you could do with Go-Go Loops. So I got some originals, streaming on all platforms. Go download, stream them, tell your friend about them. Check them out. Tell me about them. Do you like them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? What could be better? You know what I'm saying? Let me know. But I just wanted to maybe even share them with y'all. Spark Ears. I mean, I definitely was around it. I was definitely around. So I was born in 76. I lived in the Southeast for a minute. My family and everybody from D.C. and, back and forth. I live up the street from D.C. So hung in D.C., lived in D.C. So, and, I got people in my family. I was a part of it. I was out there. I got caught up in it. But, yeah, when I moved to Maryland and went to high school in Maryland, and I was a good kid until, like, right when I got out of high school, I started, messing around and doing and hanging and slanging and banging. But yeah, so I've been around it, and just by playing in the go-go from 16, 17, and we in these clubs, so it just puts you right there. These clubs usually in the ghetto, and the people coming to see them is usually people from the hood, street people. It's that's how it was, especially in the 90s in our era, like after the crack, when the crack era really hit, 87, 88, and, all the residue and repercussions was going in the 90s. But, so, yeah, I definitely was around it. And, yeah, back then you couldn't really go through everybody's neighborhood. You had to really be careful more so back then, more so than now. It's still some places you always want to be careful, but it's still some places that if you don't know nobody, you might not want to be around there and all that. But I always kind of could float and be around, or know somebody somewhere, and I always been pretty free to travel. But I don't just be no crazy places either. My name Chiefism, FISM. Chief like beef and ism. Chief ism. So that's what the music is under. I mean, I got hip hop and stuff too. But like I said, I've been focusing on go-go. So yeah, I mean, yeah, if you get a chance, man, check them joints out and let me know. Yeah, Huck-a-Bucks is trying, Tycoon. You understand? We trying to get it popping. Working on this documentary and how that's gonna be released. It might be released right here on YouTube. So just trying to see how we gonna roll that out. But yeah, we definitely trying to do the 30 years next year. 2025 will be 30 years of the Huck-a-Bucks, the Bud, the album, the Huck-a-Bucks Live, the Bud, Sexy Girl, Can I Get Down? What's the other joint? Give It To Me Raw? I think that's what it's called. Start the Party. The Huck-a-Bucks Live album. But yeah, man, yeah, DC was the murder cap. And yeah, you had to know how to move, man. You had to know how to move. I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day, and we was just talking about how fortunate we was, and just what it took to navigate that, and to be here today. You had to be, you know what I'm saying. You had to have little wits about you. You had to be smart, and you had to know when to hold them, and know when to roll them, and know when to shut the fuck up, and know when to dip out, and you had to have that sixth sense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't talking about just the streets. You had to know these women. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just life in general. But yeah, in them days, like you had to know how to tell a joke to get out of a situation. You had to know when to leave early, when to stay late. Like when we used to go to the go-go, it's like man, Lowe's, it's like a fight would break out in front of us everywhere. Everywhere we was going. You gotta know how to move and stand, like, and see it coming. And then after I would go to the joints by myself a lot. I go to the Met by myself in these joints, right? Yeah, I know when to slip out that back door right before it end, and niggas is about to be acting crazy, or you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I feel like something about to go down. I'm out of here. And then you see that shit on the news the next day. Hey man, I appreciate it. Is that Kato? People definitely need to appreciate and give go-go its flowers, because I mean, how many places you can go where bands are playing every night and for hours and still bringing in the crowd, which says a lot about the musicians and the improvisation, right? The ability to create on stage and to keep it fresh. And oh, okay, I appreciate that, Juan. Hey, that bass line is by a dude named Jeffrey Hankins. He played on all 4 of them joints. Best bass player, youngin' too. One of the best bass players I ever, I ain't gonna say ever seen, but like just been in the studio with. Nasty. And like he did them joints in like one take. And like he doing a lot, but it's still, I don't know, he was like, you want me to do it again? And I ain't want to tame him or try to change what he do, you know what I'm saying? Because I know you got to have space and go and all that, I understand all that, but I felt like it was good. He's like, all them joints, it was 1 or 2 takes. Like, you want me to go again? I'd be like, nah, I'm going to go with this. But yeah, the way that jump moved on, I think it was when Ro had to verse the girl, and the way that jump, they did something, because then my man Los followed him on the keys. But yeah, man, I appreciate it. I think that's one of the strongest joints. I used the sample from the Huck-a-Bucks on that one. A lot of the other ones I made the beat, MPC type go-go loops. I haven't really made a lot of joints with live samples, but I'm about to. I mean, I got some beats sitting, but I haven't put out a lot of stuff like that. That's really the only one. But yeah, what the hell was I talking about? Man, I like doing this, man. I like doing this. But yeah, giving go-go his flowers. Like the talent and the impromptu skills and the dedication and the energy that it even takes to do it. 3 and 4 nights a week, Like, yeah, it's not really, national acts. I'm not gonna say they can't do it. I mean, but they touring. But I'm saying, is Erykah Badu playing every 4 nights a week in Dallas or wherever she from? You know, and how would that look? I mean, the culture is different though. That's our culture. Saying all to say, we need our flowers. Respect the go-go musicians, especially the drummers, right? Because I've been all around, seen the rest. Today you getting down with the very best. Nah, but for real, the go-go swing, the way go-go drummers play, not forget the energy, right? The energy it takes. You have to learn the swing and the nuances to be able to do it. And if a go-go band, if the drummer not strong, nothing's going to work. You know what I mean? And because the Congo player follows him, the bass player, everybody, everything. Of course, is the backbone, is the beat. But I know, like world-renowned drummers, or been on tour with national and international acts, and Janet Jacksons and Madonnas, and went to Berkeley's, and like just they respect it. They know it, and then they'll tell you you can't just do it. Like when Jill Scott and them try, when they did their song, "It's Love" or whatever, that's a cranking joint. I mean, they came pretty close, but the hi-hat work just, it's just certain nuances that if you know, and they can't really you can't just pick it up. You gotta live it. You gotta live it and experience it, like the repetition, and you gotta be around it. You gotta absorb it. You gotta feel it. Somebody might could do a little YouTube video and sound close, but I'm talking about to actually do it in the band, on the level, right? And as songs come in, or we doing a cover, or to be able to create the beat that fits these joints, and the breakdowns and the feels, it's all type of stuff, and just like even the space though, right? That's very important, that the space, because nowadays you got a lot of drummers that's real choppy, doing a lot of chops and feels and rudiments, through the groove, which is go-go is a dance. It's a dance type of style of music, so a lot of times, that can interrupt the dance, or they could do too much. So, even knowing when to put what, knowing when to sprinkle it, knowing when to, size it, knowing when to do that. Like it's an art form that you have to live in this culture to get. And you have to build that stamina of your foot to do them double kicks all night. First and foremost, if that foot ain't there, it ain't happening. I know, I went through it. I started, late, and I'm playing in the band early. Like I started late, and I'm playing in the band as soon as I started. And that whole front line be like, that tempo, you got to keep that tempo. And, it's an energy, so you really got to be sticking it to make people feel it. That's why you see the go-go drummers leaning in, because it's an energy that you gotta put there for the whole band to be able to crank. So, but yeah, I went through it, and then that's what made me better. Like everybody looking back, and the tempo fluctuating, and like I told this story before, being in the practices, and that next band come to practice, and they might know a little more than you, and they be looking at you and nigga, stick that shit, you better crank, youngin'. I used to think they was going to shoot me, and I was like, man, these niggas are going to kill me if I don't crank. That's how I used to feel, but that's how serious the crank is. And slumming was not an option back then. Everybody, you had to crank. It was like that, you got to crank. It was no if, ands, or maybe. So if you wasn't ready, then get out of here, or you better get ready. So saying that to say it made me better faster. And they would bring, when another drummer come in your practice, like when I'm a youngin', and they bring this dude that can play, Jeff from Progression, my man Chew, Blue Eyed, and and it ain't nothing personal, but it's just like when you see it, if you open and you're not being arrogant, or your ego don't get in the way, what I'm saying, or you don't want to lie to yourself, and you see it, you will hear the difference. And, that's what made me better, though. But, yeah, it's very important that go get his flowers. Yeah, definitely Ben got his flowers. You know what I mean? Like, just, I don't want to say recognize as a genre. Because I feel like now with the internet, not just the internet, but, social media, YouTube and people recording, you can see it more. It's more visible to the world. And like, we used to always say you got to come to feel it. And that's true. Like when you come and you feel that thump, it's a different experience just to be surrounded by that crank. But you can almost get it when you see it. You see the energy in the crowd, and you just see the talent. So it's more on display. No pun intended, pun intended. Nowadays, so you got people that's anywhere that could just see it. And then these bands have been playing, and they so seasoned and so tight because they've been playing 3-4 nights a week for 30 years. The ones that have, right, your Backyard, your Essences, your JYB, Northeast Groovers, right? These bands been playing so long together. Their continuity, their crank, their synergy, their lock is is unmatched. Is unmatched because who else is playing that much? I mean, jazz music, certain people, but the whole thing about go-go, it's a lock. It gotta be locked, right? So these guys been doing it for this long together, with the same members, it usually helps. But like a Backyard, they got most of the same members. But if you find the right guy to replace, then you keep it moving. And so that's a testament to the talent too, because it's like they got it's a lot of repetitions. And it's just some downfalls to go. It's some. I'm not saying it's not things, numerous things that I don't like. That there are numerous things I don't like, but like we always focusing on the negative. So you get tired of people complaining and then this and we gotta do this and this and that, and some of them people ain't even doing nothing or don't even play in the band. So it started making me look at like what's good about it, what's special about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we gotta go national and whoop, 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 whoop. Well, we keeping it tight right here. We keeping it locked. When it's time to go national or certain songs or whatever, it's a whole marketing thing. It's money, it's marketing, it's a whole thing with that. Especially with the saturation of music now, it got to be a whole plan, timing, hard work, dedication, money, the right people. And I'm sure certain songs and stuff will kick off like it has before. It's been national, but recognize that the Grammys and all that, as a genre, I don't know. I mean, I always used to say it too, but that's a little scary because that's when that exploitation come in, which we've been fighting off for years. We've been fighting them labels off. We ain't letting them change it. So I think, like I said, it's a lot of stuff that I see that I would want to change, or overall, you want people to, bands and business and professionalism, certain aspects of it that could be better. But one thing about that is our culture. We do it our way, and it is what it is, and it's been going for years. And now we need to figure out how to get these kids interested in playing instruments and looking up to musicians like we did, right? When we were kids, we were looking up to the Jammin' Jeffs and the Funks and the Foots and the Heavy One. I want to be like Heavy One. Now they want to be like Wine Mel, Melly, you smell Mel, little, embryo, toddler, a baby, dot, young jock, pop, 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 brat, brat. They want to be like them dudes. Hey, whatever. I ain't hating on nobody or them dudes, but wanting these kids getting interested in being musicians. That's the only way it's going to continue. And I just think playing an instrument is great for you in more ways than one. Saved my life, you know. So whether we got to get the schools back in it more or make programs. Oh yeah. Genuine, yep. I ain't know it was drums. I know he was in the band, but I think I heard that. Yeah, what's Rich Harrison? Um, a lot of people. I tell people that too. It's a lot of people, singers, right? The front man of a lot of groups, like more than you probably would know, started out as drummers. I keep finding out, right? Morris Day, Jeffrey Osborne, was Clint Blackman, the dude from Cameo, Maurice White. I think Madonna played drums for a minute, for a second. I think when she moved to New York or something when she first. Anyway, hold up, there's a lot of them. It's way more than that. I'm stuck. Hold up. Marvin Gaye, Marvin Gaye, Teddy Pendergrass. Like Teddy Pendergrass was actually a studio session. He was like a session drummer before he was a singer. Kind of like Anderson .Paak. It's a lot of them. Like I just keep hearing about. Like, oh, I ain't know. But yeah, yep. So it's a lot of stuff I just been learning too. Like just getting into trying to do content and different reasons I look stuff up and just trying to learn more about go-go myself. But it's a lot. It's a rich history, man. It's a lot. It's a lot of details that people don't know about. I'm actually starting the joint that I started today. Where I'm gonna be hitting the streets. Call it like Chief on the Go or something like that. Chief in the streets, Chief and Go, and I'm gonna be talking to people and quizzing them like on go-go history and facts. And we got this segment like where they, I'm gonna start a song, start singing lines, and they gotta finish it. And that's actually the funnest part. But it's just a way to inform and educate and have some fun and entertain, man. But like I did my first one today. So that's coming. So y'all look out for that. That's going to be a nice segment. I'm going to be out here in these streets. And I'm trying to hit everywhere. I'm trying to talk to all the demographics. And I think that'll be funny. Like I'm going downtown. I'm talking to tourists. I'm going to go to the hood, A lot of them going to know, but that's the thing to do today. He was like, man, you can't be talking to DC. We know about all this. And I stumped him with a couple joints. So it's going to be a fun thing to watch. And like I said, to learn, innovate, educate, and preserve our culture. That's my new mission statement. Of course, we're going to keep it cranking. Go-Go Loops keep it cranking. But we're going to innovate, educate, and preserve our culture. I'm going to put go-go on the map by putting go-go on my back. But of course, I can't do it by myself. But that sound good, right? Yeah, because like that Chief Sirs, man, Go-Go Loops, hey, he trying to put go. Man, Slim said he going to put go-go on the map by putting go-go on his back. And so I might do a show one day and get a big go-go tattoo on my back. Go-go on the map. It might be a map with go-go. Damn, I ain't think about that. Like the shape of DC or something, or even like the DMV type of, and put go-go on top of that. And go do it like a whole little content experience. But yeah, man, I was waiting to see. I thought my man Ricky Angles was gonna tap in, cause my man Ricky Angles from the Huck-a-Bucks, Mr. It's Time. Little Ricky is gone. We are planning to do some stuff, but I think maybe I'll get him on here tomorrow. But we wanted to talk about the boot camp, the Bucks boot camp, like what we went through, like our training regimen, or how we came up and the different things that Charlie Fenwick, Funky Ned, and Roy Battle, how they I don't want to say that word, how they coached us. I don't want to say the other word, but just the things that they did, like which made us who we was. Like they got us together. Same thing they did with Pleasure, like Hot Cold Sweat, but Pleasure and the Huck-a-Bucks, we were more like young and raw, untrained, so we had to learn a lot. And, we had to, like I said, I had to build that stamina as a drummer. Everybody, you had to build the stamina, learn about the stage presence, and, just get those repetitions in to be able to perform on a high level. And so how that came about, what tactics and what methods were used for us to be able to do that. We're going to talk about that. Um, 'Cause I got a couple things I'm gonna do. But like, yeah, we working on documentary and all that. So, but yeah, tomorrow I'm having my man Ricky Angles on here, and we're gonna talk about the Bucks boot camp. I got some other special guests too. I'm gonna bring. Like I said, it's just everybody out here trying, do their thing. So I gotta plan it out. I gotta plan it out. I'm gonna try to get CeeLo Green to come on this joint, but I don't know. Me and him got a pretty good rapport, but probably he be busy too. So, but that'd be cool if I could get him on this joint. But I gotta get my numbers up. I gotta get consistent. I gotta start doing these joints, and so we could, so people will take me serious, and so we could, chop it up like we're doing right now. Appreciate everybody tuning on in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Go-Go Loops, Chief and Go. I got some more interviews too. I got some stuff. I just need to chop it up, and it's like I ain't really had the time. I'm doing a lot, but they coming too. I'm gonna chop them joints up, and do some more. I got to do some more. Like I said, it's just catching up with people and getting it done. But yeah, definitely tune in, man. Tell a friend. And if you feel like you got something to talk about, you want to come on and chop it up, we can do that too. I'm just gonna try to find topics every day and just tap in. But yeah, I think Go-Go Originals is definitely needed. And just as a producer or artist, the same with a band, just getting in the habit of making songs is important. And that's what I'm trying to get back into now. I'm not in that mode because I've been doing content and all this other stuff, but I'm definitely trying to get in that mode. I talked to Chi Ali the other day. He was telling me about a couple new joints he got that's fire. I talked to DJ Dynamite. We talked about, he said he in mode. He trying to get some stuff done. So I might pull up on DJ Dynamite. Maybe me and Chi Ali lock in. Chi Ali working with Caddy Mac, I think Caddy Mac Music. Of course, me and Gabby, we gotta get back in here. We got stuff sitting, man. I got a lot of music sitting too, so just getting in here. But just like in that mode of making music every day, that repetition, that rhythm of it, and or making music as much as you can. Even as a band, I think it should be something that the bands do, maybe a piece of the practice time, just doing some stuff. But like I said, a lot of times the go-go bands making up stuff on stage. And then the worst part, I know one of the downfalls now is it's hard to get a good practice, right? You might have, so if you're playing 2 nights a week or something, or even if you're not, say you're playing 1 night a week, say you're playing 1 night a month, it's hard to get 4 days a month of practice. Say you practice every Thursday, 8 to 10. It's hard to get the whole band there from 8 to 10 every Thursday. You might get the practice. You might have four of your members there, and traffic or life didn't happen, and then 2 of them can't come, or you know what I'm saying. The most important people, as long as your drummer, conga player there, your bass player, your musicians is important, but it's important for everybody to be there. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's how it happened. So you might be sitting in the practice till 9:15 before everybody get there to practice for 45 minutes, if you get that. And I didn't play with bands on the highest level and seen that. So it's not just the smaller bands that that it happens with. It's just it just happens, and for whatever reason. But I think that's a reason that part of it why the music, some bands or some of the music might not be as tight as it could be. Especially if you're not playing a lot, because you playing helps it even get tighter. But yeah, back in our day, and we were young too, that's a big part of it. We weren't 35, 45 with kids and mortgages and bills. You know what I'm saying? We were young, dude. We were 16, 17, 18. A lot of them. Essence was young when they started, so bands had time to practice. Life was slower. The cost of living was different. And money seemed like it was just coming in more. I don't know, it's just different. But that's a difference too. But we were practicing 3-4 hours seemed like daily. We might had a Saturday off or something, but it was at least it's like it was at least 4 days. I know Sundays we definitely was in there. For like in that beginning period, we did that, and so that crank that lock. But yeah, it's hard to do that now as grown men, and some bands don't practice at all. And once you got good musicians, you could get by. You know what I mean? I used to hear Chuck ain't practice. The later Chuck though. But he had those type of musicians and they playing that same beat I was talking about, that Mr. Magic beat, basically, all night. And so they just putting different music on it. Chuck do his thing, maybe Benny and Funk or whatever, right? But whatever. Overall, I love it. I love go-go. I think that it's thriving. Saw a clip of S's down Fort DuPont Park yesterday. That's crazy. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, where else does this happen? You got your backyard and your S's and your Northeast Groovers and your Junkyards and your Chuck Brown Band and they yeah. They pulling out these crowds. My dog's just broke in, y'all. Give me one moment. Anyway, hard-head ass, badass, hard-head ass pit bulls. But yeah, man, who up on here? Luciano. I think he was on here before. Hey y'all, how do I who got something to say? What y'all want to talk about? Am I boring y'all? Cause I can go on and on. I can go on and on. And on and on. It's around and on. Seems too long to the break of dawn. I thought I heard a lyric in there. But yeah. Definitely go check out We Go Go. Check the recipe, fire. It's a freestyle in the meanwhile. Then I got one called Absolutely. Can I Kick It? I did that one last year. And I did, my latest one is called She Shake It Like. And I fooled around with the bounce beat on that joint right there. I took a sample of the old Sugar Hill Gang. Not Sugar Hill Gang. Yeah, Apache. Bum, 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 bum. Shake it like a soda. Make it bubble. Pop that cola. Hey. So that kind of got that, that young little, I did the little young type joint on there, right? So definitely go check them out. Search Chiefism, CheefIsm, on all platforms. That's all me. Mixed, mastered, wrote, recorded. I mean, some of the early ones I have, like I got Jeffrey Hankins, I got my man Los from the Huck-a-Bucks. I got Big Joey on guitar, on Fire, and Check the Recipe. Devin Messina singing on. Check the Recipe. I got Gabby Mo. Got my man Ty, original lead talker for the Huck-a-Bucks, on there with me, with us sprinkled on there. But like I said, all those tracks are go-go loops, either MPC or a loop, something that's in those packs. So just kind of like I said, a demonstration of what can be done, an expression of my way of doing it. But I would love to see what somebody in Utah or San Francisco or LA or Minneapolis or Florida or London or Nigeria or, you know what I'm saying, Russia. I mean, I've seen these I have sales in different places. Tokyo, I had a couple sales in these places, but like, I like to imagine what they might do, with go-go loops, right? Because they don't they're not looking at it the same. They don't have the same rules or you know, they not from the culture, so they're not coming at it. They're not going to approach it like us, because we're going to approach it a certain way because we're used to the live, and how it's translated, that's what we've been accustomed to and raised up in. So a lot of us do it a certain way, which I'm trying to expand on that, right? Trying to expand on that, like mixing, fusing different, elements and cultures and reggaes and Afro beats and breakdowns and country and rock or whatever, man. I'd be open to the music, but like I said, we kind of locked into a way, you know what I'm saying? So to branch off into to steer away from that is not as easy as somebody in another place. But I'm definitely, my wheels are spinning. And I try. I got a matter of fact, I might have to pull that up for y'all. I got a joint I did to is it Denise Williams. Silly of me to think that I could ever da. The Joan Jai different. It's like a bounce beat, but not quite. But just it'd be certain stuff. I'm trying to help expand it and just break it, breathe. Like, of course, we got analog drums. We come from the analog, the actual music, right? And younger people, they're not used to analog. They were born in the digital realm and digital age, and that's all they've heard. And their mind and ears are accustomed to this digital sound. So if once they hear analog, a lot of times it might turn them off because they're like, that's old people music. Like when you was young and some of your parents' music, when you wanted to listen to the hip hop, bebop, Run DMCs and LL Cool J's or the Tupacs and the Scarface, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't the same. Even though you might appreciate, I feel like we appreciate. I know I did. I got an old soul, and my father, he was a bass player. He was just, I was New Birth and Mother's Finest and Graham Central Station and P-Funk. I was taking it in. But I remember wanting to, like, all right, that's cool, Dad. Yeah, the drummer, yeah, okay, I hear the bass. I want to hear Tribe Called Quest. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear Jay-Z, I want to hear Nas. But sad to say, they're accustomed to that digital sound, right? So how about you add some of the digital elements over top and blend it in with the actual analog drum kit sounds, right? Take a kick drum and put some 808 in there with it. We do that to go, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe an 808 snare or some of those elements, in the breakdowns or whatever, stuff like that. And one important thing I noticed, like a lot of go-go music songs that's been big, it's like this top part, and then it might go, pretty much from there, who knows, right? But like stop, take a step back. Who do you see? A lot of songs have that type of go-go type thing in the beginning. Not to say that like I said, we talking about changing it, but that's a good thing to have in mind when making music, because this is what we're used to. 3 a.m, the Pancake House. Come on, that on a foot type joint. I'm trying to think of a lot of the go-go songs. Trying to think of some other joints. Rough It Off. I think Rough It Off got that type of, bump, turn around, boom, 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 stuff like that. And those different like transition joints that go-go bands got, which is always cool because they can set up joints, different songs with those top like breakdown intro joints. And then once you get a lot of grooves, you take one top and come and go to another song. And you know what I'm saying? You could trick the crowd and they might think you're going to this one, you go to that one. Like Northeast got a lot of them. Like I got the munchies for the burnadoom, back-a-doom, that, Then it might go boom, gudak, doom, gudak, doom, gudak, the basement beats, the day to beat, Then they might go to what's another joint? Damn, I'm drawing a blank. I was about to do Jungle Boogie, but them little top type joints like Junkyard got them, Northeast got them. Can't think of them right now. My MPC like it froze up. Can't think of them, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Them little joints, right? And it's a good way to, for the show to make it interesting to go in and out of grooves. Hey, I appreciate it, kid. But you know what them joints I'm talking about? Can't think of them joints right now. Y'all know them joints I'm talking about? I know Peach Fuzz, how that joint come in? Anyway, I'm just gonna do the Huck-a-Buck joints. Stop, take a step back. Who do you see? Or hold up, stop, pause, quit. There ain't really much to that one, but can I get down? Can I get? Or even so down with the king. I went to John Jay's University, and then since I acquired the knowledge, and after 12th grade I went straight to college. That's like on the foot. That ain't a good one. That's progression. That's back in the day. I cannot think of none of them joints. Northeast got a rack of them. It's like Junkyard do too. All them on the time, nigga. I watched that Trainer Boo joint with Kurt Bone today. I cannot think of none of them joints. I'm about to have to play something because that's messing my mind up. I'm gonna have to play something because that's not good. That's messing me up right there. Cause then it sound like I don't know, I don't want y'all to not know what I'm talking about. Them joints, them little, I call them like transition joints. Man, where's my damn go-go? But anyway, this the joint, right? The mini, who is it? Who is this? God damn it. Hold up. It's still rough though. Okay. Y'all hear that? It's a little jumpy right now, but like I said, this is something different. I'm trying to do something different. And like I said, still working on it. Another important element I think is important when we think about producing go-go, well, from the classic perspective, right? Samples, like commercials, the Bud, TV show themes, and these type of all these things always work, as it did to Oprah Winfrey. But like little samples and little little vocal little samples and like I think that's important. This has always been like a big part and some go-go songs. I'm trying to think of some more. Like I get these examples and now I can't think of because there's be a lot of them. But that was a big thing, like bands, like I said, the commercials, TV type theme, joints, or just sounds that's popular in the atmosphere, like some type of joint that you could sample that could make a groove out of. Northeast got the TikTok now. That's one of their new jumps. To the TikTok, you don't stop. That Slick Rick. But the elements are great for go-go. Now, whether you're producing the song or you in the band, you know what I mean, and you bringing that to the stage, because that's a song that will be recorded later. Hold up, I'm trying to hit dun dun bum 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 bum. Get that bum 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 bum. I J Y. You listen to the grooves. He might go so you might think because that came from a certain groove, but he might go to a whole nother groove, right? And come back or go to another one of those intro transition breakdown things, segues, right? I'm trying to think of another one. That's another one. I was trying to think of that, but I was thinking But see, that's the top of most of these songs. Yeah. Got a goddamn flying here. Let's see, hold up. Oh, that booty call, right? These like it's like an intro, but you're gonna go back to it. We used to call it the top. Take it back to the top, cause it's bringing it back around, resetting the crowd. The drummer might could get a drink of water and wipe his face. You know what I'm saying? So it's a break for real, but it's a good way to separate the music. That's the top. Right? Stop. Take a step back. Who you see, take it to the top, right? I think that's important. I don't know. That's how I feel. Like, this is what type of stuff I think about. Anyway. Yeah, da 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 ba da 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 ba 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 da da. See what I'm saying? Classic. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. I'm getting out of here, though. Hold up. Just trying to give examples. But y'all get my point, I think. This the one I did that I was talking about, the Bounce Beat. This is my latest single. Go download it, stream it, tell a friend, tell your girl, and, get her to twerk and pop to it. Before you get you a little strip show, or if you get your DJ, the local DJ at your strip club, or tell your DJ friend, let's get this joint popping. But this my latest joint. That's Mars Day. This song is 60 beats per minute. So girls, make sure you shake it on time. Well, my ladies, shake it like a soda, make it bubble, pop that cola. Hey, all the ladies go off on this one. Hey, we about to get silly. I wonder how they gonna give me the copyright for myself. They do that. They be like, yeah, Distro Kid is claiming this for Felix Stevenson. You can't be playing Felix Stevenson stuff. But I think I can go get a whitelist. It used to be able to, but anyway. As long as they go collect them little chains. I did this on the MPC with the Bounce Beat drum kit. All one hit joint. So I programmed it. I kind of did like my DJ Cool / lead talker thing. And Cool mess with this joint. Might have a remix coming with Cool. I got a remix with Lambo and what's the young chick name? I just got it, it's coming. I'll just wait. That's Big G. Also love his virtual impersonated. She making the bubbles, she popping the cola. She loving the bounce. Hey, shorty so thick, make it clap like the Noya. Soft as a sofa. She dropping it low, booty out of control, bruh. One hit of that motor. She shaking her soda, popping her cola. She shaking like soda. She making it bubble, she popping her cola. She shaking like soda. Cola culo. The slang for booty, but you know what I'm saying? Wait till y'all see. I got this video idea that's crazy. I ain't gonna give too much away. But I am taking donations at $Go Go Loops because It take money to do this stuff, man. You know, goddamn, I get this money, but when I get to this money, I got a lot of ideas. So, man, like I said, appreciate y'all watching, man. I'm just having fun. You know, let's make more originals. Let's make more music. Just make music. Music is therapeutic. Just make music. You know what I'm saying? If you're a musician or artist, write it. Write it every day. Write it as much as you can. You know, and then as you do it, you get better. You never know. Then something comes to you because you're in the habit of it, and then you like, oh, I just know I've been in them zones where I was just making music a lot. I used to do a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? And I just be writing a lot, and you know, and I was on. So I started rapping, and I was around Gabby Moe and Rome Bucks and Tony Bird and the Scrapers, and so I was like, you know, I started, and these boys was polished. So that was like the drums. It made me get better faster, trying to not compete on it, trying to just live on the track with them. I wasn't even competing, but over time and doing it and trying to reach that, I started competing with them and I started having tracks where it was like, okay, you was banging, you might have got them on that one or two maybe. You know what I'm saying? So I just been in those zones, and I remember how good it felt or how easy it came to me after I did it repetitiously. You know, you just put your head down and work. Even with the drums, like I remember, like I said, people looking at me, the tempo, and Roy used to have to talk to me every show. Felix, don't do this, do that, do the, you know, coaching me. And, you know, so I did that. The next thing you know, hey, can you fill in for Prompt Utensils? Funk and Benny and basically Essence, Mike Muse and Mike Hughes and Scotty and, oh, okay. Okay, so I must be doing something right? And then I went to Soul Patrol, which is a whole nother thing. Now we playing top 40 and playing different tempos, and playing Car Wash and playing You and I by Rick James, like these super up tempo joints, hundreds of songs, right? Just different songs, and learn how to play soft and bring it down for the verse. And so that was a whole nother level, you know, I had to get to, right? And I even started with funk, right? When that verse come in, he tell you, he be like, you know, when the verse come in, pull it down, but don't slow it down. That was a big thing to learn, because when you play it softer, it automatically make you play slow, you know, until you learn it. And he's like, I didn't say play it slow. I said play it softer. It's kind of like what we call calm intensity. Anyway, that was a level. And then as I'm doing these Soul Patrol 3-4 nights a week, right? I remember coming off the stage and people would just be like, man, you do this, do that. And the whole time I'm still in the mindset of I'm behind. I got to get better. You know, Stomp Dog, Buggy, Blue Eyed, Jam and Jeff. They going to crush me. Like they wait, you know what I'm saying? I got to get on this level. I'm still just trying to get better. And then I just remember at a point, I would get a lot of, you know, compliments and encouragement and love. Like, man, you hitting you cranking them joints. And so I was just like, okay. And I felt like, okay, so the work has paid off, but you still got to keep going. You know, that's just, okay, bet. I'm going to keep it cranking. So y'all keep it cranking. Till the next time, like I said, I'm going to have my man Ricky Angles on here tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We're going to talk about the Bucks boot camp or whatever, you know, which y'all want to talk about, but we definitely I want to get him on here with me, because we be having different memories and different perceptions of stuff too. And just so, you know, it ain't just me. So, you know, my man Rick Yang was coming on this jump and like, yeah, y'all can tap in and you know, find out what you know, got any questions or whatever. Tomorrow at 8. I'm doing it this week, y'all. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Like, no, for real, I'm really trying to do every day this week for me, so I can, you know, feel like my volition and my willpower, and, you know, I could build my confidence that, yeah, I can do it. And then that way you build this consistency and get some people in here, man. And we just have some more great talks. But like I said, Go-Go Loops, the Chief and Go, to innovate, educate, and preserve our culture. That's what I'm here for. Putting Go-Go on the map by putting Go-Go on my back. Appreciate all y'all, man. Definitely. And one love, huh? Till tomorrow. Gone.